I helped take an online nutrition coach from 10 grand a month to over 250 grand a month. And we did it without chasing more leads. And look, if you're a coach somewhere in that range, maybe 25, 50 grand, and you're looking to grow to get over 100K months, your problem is not that you don't have enough leads. There's a reason you even got to this revenue number. It's because you've got leads, but you need to get more out of them, right? And you're probably running a playbook that is old, that's outdated from a few years ago. The reality was in 2020, the market was less sophisticated when it came to online coaching in the nutrition and fitness space. Now it is more sophisticated, and so it just requires a different set of actions from us than it previously did. And we saw that, over the course of the last 5-6 years, what worked just slowly started to decline. And when we started innovating and adding in new strategies that were working in, let's say, other niches, we started to see another uptick in our performance. So here are the 3 steps for how you can actually scale in 2026 and having an online nutrition or fitness coaching business. So the first step is your content shouldn't be creating clients off the fly. Of course they can, and they did that much more back in 2020 and previously to that, but now it just takes a little bit more work in order to build the trust to get a client. So they're not going to go just from straight social media to filling out an application on your website and signing up. When you're creating your content, you should really look at this as if this was your first date. If you were going out and dating, right, you're not going to ask somebody to marry you on that first date. You're going to get to know them. You're going to ask them some questions, might try and make yourself valuable or helpful in some way, kind of display how good of a person you are. And that's the same thing you need to do with these people who are following you on social media. You just need to be valuable, be interesting, get their attention, and leave it at that. But you never want to leave that first date without setting up the next one. Okay, so what you're going to do is continue to make the content you've been creating, but we do need to make sure we get them on our list somehow. We set up that second date. So use social media, every 3 posts or so to get them to a lead magnet, a free gift. This could be a cookbook. This could be a free workout. This could be a webinar that you're going to send them to, or a free training, but somehow send them from social into one of those lead magnets. Now, the issue that you might run into here is you're already posting a lot. And so to make additional types of posts, it's just like, man, I'm doing everything at this point. If you're at 10 to 25K, you don't have a big team. You're probably doing all the sales and you're probably creating all your content. So how do you actually do these additional posts to get people into your pipeline without just killing yourself? Because it's probably already an issue already. And utilize AI. That's what I'm going to say. Go ahead and take your top performing posts and upload them into a Claude or ChatGPT, although we prefer Claude, and get it to know your voice at a high level. And then give it a framework for how you want it to drive call to actions to those lead magnets. So what we love using through Instagram and Facebook is the app ManyChat. What you can do, set up an automation so that when somebody comments a specific keyword like workout in the comments, it's actually going to automatically message them a link that you can set up and send to them. And so it removes some of the manual work for you, but it also gets people in a more convenient way and kind of helps the algorithm currently, because if they want to drive the comments, it insta reach. We've seen several of these posts actually be some of our best performing posts of the month on Facebook, just because we got so many people wanting the lead magnet that we put out there. And that's another thing, some of you guys are really hesitant in making posts to give stuff away, create some sort of ask or an exchange. That's how relationships are built. It's give and take. And if you've got a limited mindset on, man, I can't ask these people for stuff, then you're going to be stuck and you're going to be screwed. You have to ask. And of course, when you ask, you have to give and then over deliver. So just keep that in mind. But yes, you're going to create a framework around ManyChat keywords is what I would recommend to your different free gifts. So maybe it's a cookbook, maybe it's a free workout, and give that to your Claude as well. And so now you can tell your Claude to say, hey, you've got my posts. You know how I write. I want to share my free cookbook gift today. So you tell it to do that, and it will write up a post. And then at the end, it will say, comment cookbook to grab it. Now what you're going to do is just take everything it wrote and proofread it. Make it sound like you. That's going to take like 10% of the time it would have taken you to write it from scratch. Now this take samples. It needs stuff to learn from. So you have to provide it a lot of good stuff. Grab that post, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram. Take that same post, send it to your email list. So now you're getting not only an extra post a day, but you're getting an extra email a day going out to the list of people who have already said they like your stuff. It's okay to send your email list free gifts as well. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, somebody join your email list for whatever reason. Maybe they got a previous free gift and now they're seeing more free gifts from you, and even though they didn't ask for it, worst they have to do is say no, but the best they will do is say yes and then say, wow, this person really cares about me. I want to learn more. So that is step one. Real quick before we go to step two, everything I'm breaking down right now is what I personally do for the coaches I work with. It is a done for you type of thing where I just go in and I do what I'm explaining. So this is what I use to help this company go from 10 grand to over 250 grand a month now. And this is what I've helped smaller businesses grow, to, again, additional levels. So it's been at all ranges. Look, if you are a fitness coach already doing 20 to 100 grand a month and you need somebody to come in and just implement this stuff for you, you don't have the time or want to put the time into it, then hit me up. Links in the comments below and I'll show you how I can help you. Step two is your ads shouldn't be there to create sales immediately. Now, some people are able to get people from an ad, take them right to a book call. They show at a high rate and they sign up. But as markets get more sophisticated, this is harder to do. And so it takes more touch points, takes more dates, so to speak, like we talked about earlier, to actually get people to want to apply and work with you. There's always, 10 to 20% of people who may do that if you can hit those people in ads, but still the majority of the people, for those who are going to take more time to buy, and what we found is that takes about 9 months. So if we get somebody on our list getting shit ton of offers from us, because we send so many, whether it be free gifts, whether it be invites to free calls, whether it be webinars, workshops, like 9 months is what it takes to get people to come and sign up with us. So first off, change your expectation to the long game. That also doesn't mean we can't get people in quicker, and we should absolutely shoot for that. But when you're creating your ads, think about, how can I get them into my pipeline? How can I get them to just go on the date with me versus just trying to sell them immediately? We love webinars and free trainings for that. And I would consider creating a series of free trainings, not just one, that you can present it in a live manner via Zoom. And you're going to explain a specific mechanism and how you help. Think about why people might find you, your ideal customer. Some people might join you because they want to get shredded. Some people might come to you because they're struggling with something in menopause. Some people might come to you because they're dealing with, an autoimmune. Whatever those main points are that you help people with in your business, make specific trainings on those. And then within the training, share how you help people. You can give them the mechanism in pretty good detail on how you help them, and they can choose to do it themselves, or at the end, after you've given them the steps, obviously not all the details, to also come work with you and get more help. And the chances are, if they sit down with you for 60 to 90 minutes, you've answered their questions, you've educated them in a great way, and they like who you are, they like your energy, then they're going to move forward. And so you drive them to book in a call. And so again, that's another example. We're not just trying to get people from our ads to buy immediately. We're getting them to go on another date and then buy. Step three is using SMS marketing. I got to tell you, this is something that has created such a great line for us that's been repeatable, and it drives so much business. This is going to now take these people who are on your list, who are maybe in that 9-month waiting period, at least for us, to sign up, and we're giving them more shots to buy. Now, you have some sort of sale process, right? It might be a 2-step call where you do a set call and then do like a longer consult. You might just sign up people in a 1 call, but whatever it is, you need to make that call sound freaking sexy. You need to create different names for that call. So it could be, get ripped to shit call week 1. And then week 2, you're going to name it get out of pain call. And then week 3, love what you see in the mirror call. Give them different wrappers that make it enticing and seem like a different offer, and freaking text blast all your list that isn't your clients. An offer that they can come get it for free. Give them a little bit of details on what that's about. And also put a value on it. What's a value of time? What's an hour of time valued at if they're talking to you or your salespeople? I guarantee it's $100 to $200 an hour. So you tell them, normally our time for this amount of time is blank, and we're going to get it for free because you're on our list. And so you just pop those out every so often, and you're going to get a handful of calls booked. They feel special because they're selected. They're getting something that has tangible value to it. And then you get an opportunity to, 1, sign them up, or 2, build your relationship even further. If you've got smaller audiences, using your normal LC phone in Go High Level is a great option. But alternatively, we love using Roseanne for higher amounts of text messages. We just find we get quicker deliverability, better delivery. They have great customer service. And so like our Go High Level number would sometimes get shut down for the day. We can just deliver unlimited with Roseanne. So definitely check that out if you're doing higher volume. So there you go. Those are your 3 steps. Use your content to drive people to free gifts, to have that first date. Use your current content to train AI on how to talk like you and drive them through ManyChat to your different free gifts. And then finally, use the hell out of SMS marketing to put more lines in the water and give more people opportunities to chat with you and sign up with you. Finally, if you're a fitness coach doing 20 to 100 grand a month and you're tired of holding it all together yourself, book a call with the first link below in the comments, and I'll find the one thing holding you back and we can fix it. And so I hope to see you on the call. See you next time.